too many business owners that I know get hard work wrong. And because of it, they end up wasting hundreds, maybe thousands of hours of their lives doing shit that doesn't actually move the needle. In this video, what I'm going to do is break down what I mean by hard work and how to make sure you get maximum output with the minimal input, i.e. leverage on your time and your productivity. Let's dive in. Hey, what's up? I'm Ray Green, former executive turned nomad entrepreneur. I was the managing director of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and CEO of several turnarounds for investor groups. And now I do consulting, usually from a remote Mexican beach, although we are traveling right now. Which brings me to an interesting point about hard work. And I think this theme around hard work is really misunderstood. And I'm going to tell you a story real quick. I was fired from a bricklaying job when I was like 15, 16 years old, something like that. And I show up to the job site on the first day. I show up, I've got like my new boots on, I'm ready to go. And they give me a trowel and it's supposed to be mixing mud, right? In this big bucket. And I'm mixing mud by hand. And the whole time I'm sitting there going, there's gotta be a better way to do this. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. So I'm mixing it and I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do. On our lunch hour, I drove to Menards, I think it was Menards, Home Depot, something like that. And I bought a mixer with my own money. I bought a drill, I bought a mixer, and I said, I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna get more work done. I'm gonna get it done faster. I'm gonna get it done better. I'm gonna get it done easier. It's gonna require just a fraction of the amount of effort. It's going to require a fraction of the amount of time, probably the expense since they were paying me by the hour. I get back, I get set up, I start working, and they said, hey, need to talk to you. And the foreman basically says, you're fired. You're not following instructions and you're not the kind of guy that's going to follow orders and do what they're told and this and that. And so they said, see ya. You're fired. And I'll save you the whole story. But this happened again, like a year later at a union sheet metal shop that I was working at. And I started using a forklift to do something that they were doing by hand. I was getting done better, faster, easier, and I got canned. I've come to the conclusion that there are just some number of people who relish in hard work. Like they love the hard work. They embrace the hard work. Don't get me wrong. Like I will work as hard as necessary to get something done. Like if I have a goal and I'm working towards something, there are very few things that are going to stand in my way, right? Like I will exert as much energy as I have to get what I want. And that's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is some people just love the act of hard work. They are doing things in a way that is harder than necessary or slower than necessary or more expensive than necessary. And that makes them feel good. It makes them feel good because they are investing 12 hours while somebody else is investing 8, regardless of the outcome, right? Like if they're getting the same outcome, there are some people that simply say, hey, you know what? Like that's work ethic. That is honorable. It is this. And I'm not criticizing them, but I am telling you, I'm not one of them. Like that is not my MO. That is not how I operate. When I look at something, I say, listen, I will put in as much effort that is necessary to get the outcome that I want. And while I do that, I'm going to find easier, faster, more efficient ways to get that same output. On LinkedIn, there is a direct correlation, unfortunately, to the amount of time you spend on the platform engaging, like with other people, other creators. If you spend 6 hours a day on LinkedIn, just commenting, your posts will get significantly more reach. And because of that, you will probably generate more business if you're creating content in a strategic way. So one way to grow on LinkedIn is to exert a ton of effort to make that happen. You can basically force the growth by saying, I'm going to sit here and I know for a fact that if I'm publishing content and I'm investing 4-6 hours a day in engaging with other people's content, my content's going to get more reach. And that is a good use of time. That's a good goal, right? Say you start doing that and you realize, hey, this is now working and I get some clients, right? So I get some clients that come in the door. I'm like, awesome. Now I've got to somehow keep this plate spinning, right? Like 4 to 6 hours of engagement while I now have clients to fulfill, like services to fulfill, like things that I have to deliver. Okay, that becomes problematic. A lot of people simply just go try to do both. There are some people on the platform who proudly say, like, I don't use it. I don't use VAs. I don't use automation. I don't use any of the SOPs. Like, it is me. I am here all 6 hours a day. I am the person that is putting in every single comment. I am the person replying to every single comment. I am the person that is responding to every single DM. And I'm not. Right? Like, so when that started to happen to me, what I did was immediately start looking for faster and better ways to get the same outcome with less input? How can I achieve the same or better result with fewer inputs of my time? Initially, that requires some hard work. And this is what I believe is hard work. It's saying, you know what? Instead of doing the hard, laborious work, investing the sweat equity to comment for 4 or 6 hours a day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to say, what do I need to do? Or how can I learn how to get that output with less of the input? Okay, so can I use VAs? Can I use some automation? Can I use AI? Can I use other systems and processes? How can I make this better or easier on me? In no way, shape, or form do I ever want to be the person that is proudly doing work that doesn't necessarily need to be done. So over the years, we've tested ghostwriters, we've tested VAs, we've tested AI, we've tested different things. And at one point, I actually had all of my time, including creating content, including creating videos, including engaging on social media, including responding to DMs, including the outreach, all of it, like the engagement, everything, down to 2 hours a week. At the time, we were using VAs, we were using AI, we were using ghostwriters, we were using automation. I had a salesperson, but I got it down to 2 hours a week. That freed me up to then think about the delivery of the stuff that I was selling and how I can further productize that, because I bought some of my time back from something else. And that is how I think about hard work. Like, it is, one, the amount that I will invest is whatever is necessary to get the result. Two, I'm going to immediately start thinking, how can I invest less of my time? Right? Can I spend money on this? Can I build a process around this? Can I delegate this? Can I build a machine, automation, AI, something? How can I streamline this to reduce my time? Call me lazy. I don't care. But then what I'm going to do is get that time back, reallocate that time to making the next process easier, faster, simpler, more efficient, and so on, and rinse and repeat. Okay. That is how I think about hard work. If you are the kind of person that just says, hey, I'm proudly here, I'm going to do it organic, I'm going to do it slowly, I'm going to do it the hard way, and I'm proud of that, God bless you. I have sons at home and I reiterate and reinforce the importance of work ethic all the time. But what I don't want to do is waste my time doing shit that doesn't need to be done by me, because I want that time to do something more value in the business, or I want that time just back for me and my family. Don't know about you. But having just finished a coaching call with a handful of people in our community and talking about this and how to grow and how to push organic and how to do some of these things, it's just top of mind, like right now, thinking systematize things, invest the effort, systematize as much as necessary, and scale your revenue or scale back your time. Hope it helps. Adios.